Good morning. So we're gonna make French toast this morning, and I have a beautiful guest of honor with us. Her name is Gabrielle, and she has requested French toast. And I had to put on my thinking hat and was like, French toast, okay, here we go. Super simple. You really just need some bread, eggs, vanilla. This is actually cinnamon sugar mixed together, makes it a little bit tastier. And this is heavy whipping cream. You can use half and half, but this is all we had, so it's gonna be real good. This is called an electric skillet, and I wanted to show you guys this for a second because every bride that I've ever talked to, I've said, you should get an electric skillet. I don't think anyone has listened to me, and I don't know why. But I cook French toast and grilled cheese and stir fries. You can also do this just in a regular pan on your stove, but I'm gonna cook it this morning in an electric skillet. It's already preheated. So it's at like 350, which is the same as like medium on your stove in a skillet, and that'll work too. So I'm gonna preheat it for a while because you don't want it to be slowly heating up. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put butter in the skillet. We're just gonna let it sit in there for just a minute. I leave my butter out on the counter. What? Did you know you could do that? Yes, you do that. Only if you eat lots of butter, like our family does. Don't judge me. So this is about 1.5 tablespoons of butter. Just gonna put it in there. Really wish you could smell it because it smells really good when you cook butter. We're just gonna let that sit. All right, then we're gonna make the stuff that the French toast gets dipped into, which is pretty much just eggs. I already cracked like 6 eggs in there, so I'm gonna crack the rest of my eggs in this bowl. Uno. It's my daughter counting to 2 in Spanish, right? Dos. Okay, oh, don't drop the shells in there, unless you want a little surprise for your guests. Gabrielle, you want some shells? Just kidding. Okay. So I have the eggs in there. I haven't scrambled them up yet. I'm going to put a little bit of vanilla. This looks like kind of crazy vanilla. My cousin made it like by herself because cool people do things like make their own vanilla. I don't do that. Just get it at the store or have somebody cool give it to you. Okay, I'm going to dump like a teaspoon. Do you want me to measure it for you? I'll put it in the lid. How about that? Nope. Not going to put it in the lid. This is a 1/2 teaspoon. So I'm gonna dump 1/2 teaspoon in here. Guys, this is like just being in my kitchen. This is a little bit more real life. Like I said, we're not doing a cooking show. This is more Gabrielle. She's here for breakfast with us. This is what I would normally do. Drop the lid of my vanilla. Okay, so I've got the vanilla in there. I'm going to do some heavy whipping cream, and I'm gonna show it to you because it's really more how it looks. So I'll hold it up in a second. Okay, I've got the eggs. I'm just gonna dump. And you probably can't see it, but I dumped maybe, I don't know, like a little, like that much of heavy whipping cream, okay? Then you're gonna take it with a fork with a whisk. This is a whisk, if you don't know what it is. And you're gonna whisk it up. And if it doesn't work well enough, you can't chop up your eggs enough, then just use a fork to do it. Yeah, that's taking way too long. We're just gonna use a fork. Okay. Esther really wants some French toast this morning. And it is Saturday morning, so if you just wanna come on over to my house, I'll just make you some. Okay, so when your French toast is done, they should look kind of like pale yellow. And then we're gonna take some of this cinnamon and sugar, and I'm literally gonna sprinkle it all over the entire top of this. So it's gonna look kind of brown over the whole top of this. It makes it really yummy. I'm gonna mix that again. Okay, so there's only like 4 things in this little mixture here. You're gonna take, you need a, what are these called? Tongs. They're called tongs. Okay, you're gonna take a piece of bread with the tongs, not with your hands because we're super fancy and we don't touch food with our hands. All right, we're gonna dip it in. You wanna dip the entire piece of bread in. You don't want any of the bread showing, or like you don't want it to be dry at all. You're gonna dip the whole thing in. take it out with the tongs, okay? I'm gonna put it in the skillet. You should hear the frying sound. If you don't, that means it's not hot enough. I'm gonna take another one. I'm gonna push it down. Flip it over, so I'm flipping my bread over. Get it nice and eggy so it doesn't fall apart, just like that. So we're gonna have half a piece right there. Real life! Exactly, Esther. This is your piece right here. I waited too long because I was talking. So we're just gonna pretend that one's not there. That was not there, okay? We're gonna do one more. And you're gonna leave them in there for really not that long, maybe 30 seconds, maybe a minute. You can do this with any bread. If you get super, super nice bread, then that's really yummy. Okay, so you're gonna leave that frying in there for just a second. I'm gonna rinse this off because it's kind of eggy. And then you have to flip it over. You know, I'm actually gonna use this with the spatula because it's probably easier to do that. I'm gonna test it. Part of the reason I put the butter in there is so that it doesn't skip. The other part is because it's good. And butter makes everything good. Especially Kerrygold butter. Which is made by Irish people. Okay, so we flipped it over and it literally looks like there's like a scrambled egg on top of your French toast. Let me see if I can show you there. Okay. And you can let that sit as long as you want. If you like it a little bit soggier, then you can take it off as soon as it looks kind of like pale eggs on top. Or you can let it get a little bit crispy. And then you can put blueberries, my children's personal favorite, Reddi-wip, powdered sugar. I use about like an egg per person. So if they're gonna do 2 pieces of French toast, I'll do like 1 egg for 1 person, and that's about 2 pieces of French toast. So I hope you enjoy this French toast and invite someone over for breakfast.